What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Guys Being Dudes podcast, the podcast about sports, life, and entertainment. RJ here, and as usual, to my right-hand side is Mr. Sula. But if you're watching us on YouTube today, guys, and you're really trying to help us out, make sure you press that subscribe button and also drop a like on the video. And of course, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure you start following us right now. But guys, what do we got today, man? Luke, how's your day going? What do we got? Fire us up.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys? Welcome to another great week, another great Tuesday, and another great episode. It's episode 57. I feel like we got some real hot topics this week, considering the All-Star weekend is finally over. Second half of the season is now in place. We're going to run down the NL, AL standings. Who's going to keep falling? Who's going to rise? We got it all. Is Juan Soto going to get traded? I don't know. The Red Sox, they're falling. Tough week for them.
Tough.
Albert Pujols, 3,026 game. Congrats. Guys, we got a ton today. But before we get any further, we are going to run down right off the bat. Let's get going with our weekends, because I know I had a pretty eventful weekend.
You did, dude.
I was road running. I was full sending it. And I know you were getting after it too. I think you were shooting a little football camp. Yeah. So talk about that a little bit.
Honestly, I'm actually really excited to get into yours because you're a true dude for your weekend. But no, I went to a football camp, and it was just really eye opening to me, as I was telling you before the podcast. Because dude, I don't know, getting out of the valley and seeing new scenery, new athletes, a new scenery. I mean, dude, it was overcast. It was 9 a.m. It felt amazing. It was great, first off. But dude, just I don't know, there's some kids out there that, don't have, obviously that some of them don't have the same opportunities as we did, when we still play, and, the kids here in the valley that they do, that they have. But there's some kids out there that, were legit, who I just felt like if they had the same resources that me and you had back when we played, or, the same resources that they can get from here, bro, they wouldn't just be good. Those kids would be great. And it's just damn, man, it's just, you got to feel grateful sometimes, for the life that we have. And, it's selfish of us, we're all selfish in some ways, because we always think, man, that something goes on in our life, and, we're just shit, dude, my life fucking sucks, but there's always others out there with a lot worse. So
yeah, no, it's cool that there's, obviously that, a little stretch of starting camps out there is one start, growing the name, getting out there a little more than just having the camps here and everything. Something like that going out there helps those. That's one way to help kids, So
right.
More camps, more things like that, So I could see for sure how that's, eye opening for you, considering, freaking, 5 minutes down the road, we got one of the nicest, baseball fields for high school, facilities for high school, and probably in California,
Right.
And so it's different going, to a whole new area where, it's some guys where you do have the great ones, but then there are also some who've never even had the right technique, don't know that you have to use the laces to throw the football, And it's some of the simplest things.
Showing up in shoes,
right?
No cleats, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just different levels of, of worlds, I guess you could say.
Yeah, 100%.
But no, what else did you?
Yeah, that was about it, dude. It's just, there's a lot to take in because there was just so much, I just showed up and I was just expecting something that I've seen before, because I've shot some camps here. And the camps here, bro, you get players that, they show up and the most drip. They got everything. Everything's new. You know what I mean? And some kids just don't got that. But let's get into yours, man. You went to LA. You won some money. You got to a hat convention. I didn't even know they had those. How was that?
No, I had a pretty cool weekend. Friday, we had to check out the new Table Mountain Casino. Dude, that place is stellar.
It's legit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot nicer than the old one. The old one, it's definitely has its own vibe, but now that this new one, you feel like you're in Vegas, or it's one of the top pristine casinos. It's there. They definitely did it right. So Friday I went and I got a hand payout, and I was feeling fresh, so I was getting it done. I walked out of the casino up quite a bit of money, can't complain. And so we decided that kind of that weekend on Saturday, I was already going to plan on going to LA, but it was nice. Had a couple extra bucks in my pocket. So I was like, yeah, we're sending it for sure. So we drove up to LA that same night, and then got there. The convention started 12. So we got there, ate some breakfast, and then did a little shopping, and then headed over to the convention. And it was called Patches and Pins Convention. Shout out to you guys. I put on a pretty good show, I would say. That's great turnout. There was hella heads. We bought these passes, and that was the thing. First time back or whatever that they had, and it was obviously it wasn't going to be fully figured out, But like at the beginning, we had to wait in an hour line when it was supposed to start at 12, and like they just didn't have the doors open. They weren't ready. You know, it was just one of those. Like it wasn't that we were just waiting in line. No, they just weren't ready. Yeah. Because as soon as like it was like after that hour, like 1 o'clock, they just let everybody in. Because we bought these like skip the line passes. Well, it's kind of pointless, you know?
Yeah.
But it was cool. That was like the only bad thing was waiting in that hour line. And then after we got in, I mean, dude, it was like, I mean, vendors on vendors on vendors, hats, pins, freaking stickers, I mean, music going, food. It's like the vibes were crazy. Like it was definitely something I've never seen before because I've always wanted to go to a shoe convention. I've always been into shoes, always been into like the fashion and stuff like that. And they always have that stuff in LA. You know, I've just never had the opportunity to really go out. And I don't know, I just saw it on Instagram. One of the hat people I bought a hat from, they posted it and I was like, shoot, like let's go. You know, might as well. I have the day off. So I went and dude, it was sick, man. I mean, everybody's on the same vibe as you. You know, they all just want to see some sick hats, some sick setups and all that. I mean, bro, the setups on the hats, the pins and everything that they have, like things I've never seen before. Like, really? You know, like I was just like, damn, you know, this is just crazy, you know? And I mean, bro, we literally were just walking around for like a cool hour, just checking everything out, seeing what they had. You know, we had to make like 3, walk arounds just to like, all right, this is where we want to see. Like, these are the hot spots and all that. Cause there's just so many people. I mean, it was sick. And I ended up walking out with like a couple jerseys, a couple shirts and stuff like that. Obviously, it's kind of, you know, funny. I go to a hat and pin convention, didn't walk out with any hats or pins, but it was because I was like overwhelmed, man. Like there were so many sick like hats and everything, and just prices were everywhere. Like that wasn't like, you know, the issue, but like it was just everything was like it was so overwhelming. Right. I was just taking it all in. I was just like, man, but I was happy I still got some shirts and all that stuff out. But walking out, I was like, man, I can't believe I went to a hat convention and didn't walk out with the hat. But it was one also like nothing really like caught my true eye. It was, you know, I would have got some and been like, yeah. You know, but nothing was like, oh, I need one. Because I was going there simply for a Seattle one. You know, I'm rocking a Seattle jersey, simply for a Seattle hat. And what else? There was another one I wanted. I think there was another one I wanted. I couldn't remember. And they didn't really have anything I liked. So I was just like happy to be there, happy to enjoy the time and everything. And it was definitely sick. And then
that's dope.
On the way there, we just decided we were going to hit the Dodger game too. They were playing the Giants. So we bought those tickets. We were planning to head out about 3. So we dip out of there. It was in Anaheim and go to the Dodger game at like 3, get there. We missed like the first half inning and boom, pull up to the Dodger game. Now we're seeing the Dodgers versus the Giants, you know?
Sick.
And it was cool because I went with BK and he's a hardcore Dodger fan. I'm a Giants fan, you know, even though I'm wearing a Seattle jersey. I like switching it up. But, you know, it was cool. We've always talked about going to see a series or going to see that, you know, game. And we finally got to do it. So we were just, you know, talking shit, doing our thing. It was cool because I've never seen like back-to-back home runs live like that. And I got to see the back-to-back home runs. I was like, damn, and BK's all talking shit and everything. I'm like, man, but it was still cool. You know, I was wearing my Giants jersey. It was cool. All the Giants fans, you know, give me nucks and all that. So I just had a good time. Got to see baseball. Bro, I've been living at the Dodger Stadium this whole month, man. Bro, I've been to like 4 games. It's crazy.
You know that place in and out.
Yeah, I know. Like more than the Giants Stadium at this point. But
for real.
Hey, Giants, don't worry. I'm headed to a game August 18th. So you'll catch me there. I'll be at Giants game, you know.
There you go.
Chilling. I'll make my rounds, you know. But I've definitely had some fun over at the LA Dodger Stadium, having some fun. And then, yeah, we just basically sent it home and came home and wrapped the weekend up and watched some baseball and went to work. And
that's epic.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I just basically, it was a full send. It was like a matter of like 24 hours. I got like 4 hours of sleep and, you know, got a jam packed of casino, hat convention, baseball game, all in like 24 hours.
That's sick, dude.
So it was pretty dang cool. You know, I mean, I can't complain. I was a guy being a dude for that day.
Yeah, no, that's the definition right there.
I can't go back to casino for a while though, you know, because then they're going to take my money back.
I don't know, bro. I feel like, I mean, it's brand new. They're probably spitting money out there. Dude.
I gotta wait a little bit. Got to give it some time, ease it out. That was a big pay, you know. I was up, dude. I was up a lot, bro. Like I was up a lot, and then it wasn't like impulse. Like I wasn't just trying to dip out my money, but I was up a good amount. I was like, fuck it, you know, let's see what else I could get out. And then I just still walked out a good amount, you know. But I was definitely having some fun. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. That casino, they did it right.
Yeah, no, they 100% did it right.
It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. But man, I mean, that was our weekends. I mean, let's get right into the baseball realm, dude. Because I feel like with All-Star Weekend being over, it's already hitting off electric. I mean, shoot, did you see the freaking Blue Jays game?
Dude, that is insane,
for
bro.
one, right? But I mean, the biggest question, probably the biggest story that on everybody's mind right now is, will Juan Soto get traded? Will the Nationals let him go? So, I mean, RJ, what do you think, bro?
I think they'll 100% let him go. 100% let him go. I mean, dude, they're so petty. I don't even think he wants to sign back with them, dude. Did you see that they didn't even let him fly? You know, the All-Star game. I mean, that's petty in itself.
That's really true. What if he missed the flight and that's?
I don't know, bro. The story that I heard was that the Nationals, too, you know, like after he said no, they're like, "Oh, who do you think you are? You're flying commercial."
But like, at the same time, you really think they're gonna do that? Like, he's their top player.
He's their top player, bro. But like, when a player doesn't want to play for a team, bro, like,
yeah, true, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to be there.
Him, but I was like, man, that's right. Like, that's crazy.
How crazy is that?
Right? Yes. I mean, what do you think, bro? Like,
I like the Cardinals situation, dude, because the Cardinals are trying to make a run for it.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, add him to that lineup. Are you kidding me?
And basically, I mean, yeah, that's where we're looking at now. I mean, second half, that's what it's all about, you know, making that final run. So, I mean, there is a handful of teams that have a chance. You got the Yankees, the Astros, Dodgers. Who'd you just say? You said the Cardinals, right? Yeah, Cardinals, Mets. You know, there's those. I mean, those teams right there just alone are now looking to add one final piece to make that run.
Yeah, and it's usually that's what happens. You know, a team needs one more piece.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, Cardinals could be a good chance. Do they have? But I mean, do they have? Because the Nationals want the young. Well, no, it's not the money. They want the young bucks, bro. Like I think earlier this morning they were talking about like if they're going to give him away. It is, you know, they do want money out of it, but they'd rather, okay, let's get some good young bucks out of this and hope for, you know, we can develop these guys, get them our guys, you know? So, and they said 4 or 5 young guys out of this trade. I mean, I don't know where the Cardinals draft class, lies right now and how they're looking. So, I mean, that is interesting where they could go. Cause what if they end up giving away a Paul Goldschmidt or something like that? And then it's like, okay, you know, then did they really get an extra piece or did they just kind of get a little bit better value, you know? Compared to maybe like, I mean, yeah, you got the Yankees. They have a lot of options. They do. Know? I mean, who like
they have a lot of options. You know.
Oh yeah, no, for sure they have a lot of options. But I mean, I think the sleeper one that I've seen recently, the Padres, bro, because like considering, think with San Diego, you know, mate, it's not that bad. I didn't put it in perspective. They do have the money, and 2, they do have a lot of guys that they can potentially trade for. So I mean, with Fernando Tatis not playing right now, I'm not saying they're going to get rid of him, but I'm just saying like once he comes back and they get Juan Soto, like that's a pretty dang good team. And in the past they've proven to make some wild picks before, you know? So, I mean, maybe that, you know, maybe he can slide in there. Obviously the Dodgers are still in talk and
I can't believe that.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, you got to look at it like, you know, they've made big moves for like the last 4 years, bro. Every year they brought in one guy that's a guy, you know, they from what Trey Turner, Mookie Betts, Max Scherzer, Freddie Freeman, like each year it's somebody, right? So I think this year, now the big question is who's that big guy going to be? It's either going to be Shohei or Juan Soto.
Wow.
And, I mean, well, right? Like it has to be, bro. Like and they're going to make a move. I mean, and you know, looking into it, if it comes down to the prospect guys, the younger guys, then shoot, they might have those AAA, AA guys to get rid of, you know, and make that move for Juan Soto or Shohei. I don't. Obviously, I mean, dude, I'm at the game and they're chanting, well, like they're talking about Juan Soto. People are like, you know, it's there, it's all this, but like, I think the better fit is Shohei. Like look at the starting pitcher that the starting pitchers that the Dodgers have right now with Tony Gonsolin, Kershaw, Urias, and I'm missing the other guy right now. But between the 4 of them, they have the best number one stat. They have the number one staff in MLB right now. What, Tony Gonsolin's 11-0. His only loss was the All-Star game, which we have questions about, right? You got Kershaw, who's what, 10-2 or 10-1, or he's 9 and something. He's something exceptional. Urias is 9-6 or 10-6 now after like they're having great years. They're pitching exceptional. You add Shohei to this now, so now you got guys who are already getting the job done, and you just add one more guy to it.
And then a bat.
and what have already been proven, they thought that their bullpen wasn't going to be pulling through, and their bullpen has been pulling through. So, I mean, like, I think Shohei is the number one ad for the Dodgers if they're going to make that big move. But, I mean, shoot. Juan Soto, like, crazy. I'm still sticking that they can't make that Juan Soto move because, like, that he just, with everything he wants, and I would see them more pursuing Shohei. Like that just seems more logical. Like it would make more sense to keep him in LA. You know, the fans, you know, Angels are going to lose half their fans, but you know, they already don't have any fans going.
Yeah.
You know, and that also brings another question because Shohei's up for talks too, you know, and there's basically the same teams. It's very close. So it's like, a handful of teams are going to be ending up with one of these guys. And so the question is, I mean, we got August 2nd. That's less than a week, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's here. And I don't know. Really, I think, truthfully, if Juan Soto's, when he settles, because he's not going to, the Nationals want to hold on to him, but they're not, they won't be able to. I mean, they're going to have to pay him $600 million, you know, and then it's like, and then it puts us into our last conversation. Okay, then he's getting paid that much, and who do they have? You know, who do they have to build with that? So I think, you know, with you got, it's Padres, Dodgers, Cardinals, Yankees, and Blue Jays. Those are my teams that I'm going to say are his best options. Those are the teams I saw seem to be the best fit for him.
I was pretty excited when we were talking about the Phillies last week.
My thing about the Phillies, I still see him going with the Phillies because it's like you see that outfield, you see, but then I looked at who their prospects are. They don't have a high class of prospects. So if once I saw that the Nationals want the young guys, they want, you know, I'm like, they don't have that. What the Phillies need right now is pitching. They need pitching. They're hitting. Their guys are hitting right now. So you give them that one pitcher. Shoot, you know, they might have a better opportunity. So that's why I kind of threw that one out of it this week, because it's like, yeah, I saw it strong, and then as the young guys, as soon as that, it's like the Phillies, their prospects, they don't have it right now. But no, I mean, we're gonna see where Juan Soto gets traded. I mean, turned $440 million. That's crazy. The contract, everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is all going to be the nail biter, bro. Like, we're all just going to be sitting here waiting.
No, for real.
Because it's like whatever team he goes to and however much is both going to be holy cow.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, you know. And I mean, shoot. What if you went to the Astros? You know, like.
Oh, that'd piss me off.
But like dude, that's the thing is people are so underlooking it, but they're contenders right now. They're strong contenders right now.
They do have a good farm system.
Yeah, 64-32 right now too, and they have a really good farm system. You know, so like I mean, they're neck and neck right now, and they have a great chance to make a strong playoff run. They add Juan Soto. I don't know what their money looks like. I don't know what, you know, but I know their farm system. They do have a good farm system too. So
I'm pretty sure they got some money because, dude, last year they got rid of the dream team that they had carried for so long. Or actually, a couple years ago when George Springer left. But.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I said, we're gonna be sitting at we're all gonna be sitting at the table or at the couch, just waiting, see where he goes, you know, and that's gonna be interesting for sure. Wow. Yeah, but I guess we'll move on for that. I don't know if did you see we'll go back to the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, dude. Bro, 25-8 for that one game, and then they get swept overall. But they're declining, bro. Declining fast. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there in the Boston realm or what's happening.
I saw a video today on Instagram, and it said, if you don't know anything about the Red Sox in the past week, here's a video to explain it. It's 3 straight plays, bro, and they made 3 errors in a row. And dude. I mean, it was just like easy fundamental stuff, dude. Bro. And I mean, they're bobbling baseballs. They don't know what to do with the baseball when they get it. And it's like, dude, you guys are professionals.
Bro, I watched a 2.5. They after the game and all that, they clipped up a video of every single run by by the Blue Jays, bro. And it was like a 2.5 minute long video, dude. Like I'm just sitting, boom, 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 just watching guys. I'm like, yo, dude. I mean, I was looking down on it. That was the first. They were established in 1901. And this is the first time they've ever been beaten this bad in franchise history ever. This is probably their worst week of baseball overall. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, then I got deeper into looking at they lost 5 straight games by a combined score of 67-13. They've only put up 13 runs in the last 5 games, bro. So it's
horrendous.
It's like overall everything's bad. Obviously, pitching's terrible and hitting's terrible. Defense is dog water. Is it the chemistry? But I mean, because then you look at trade guy, like who could you trade to better that team? Well. Right now, I mean,
anybody,
everybody and anybody, you know, shoot. But I mean, that's why I was just like, holy cow, like that is nuts. I remember just seeing, I was getting the updates. Toronto was like, I remember seeing it was like, once it was like 12 to whatever, I was like, holy cow, you know, and against the Yankees right off the bat. And then it got to like 18. Then it got to I'm like, yo, what is going on? And by the end of it, 20. Oh, I was like, bro.
It was a hit parade.
That was crazy. That was a football score, 28-5. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That was crazy, man. Albert Pujols playing his 3,026th career game, bro. Ties Stan Musial and Eddie Murray for the 6th in MLB history.
Just think about that, dude. I mean, like, we were young watching Albert Pujols, and he's still playing. Still playing. Still
getting the same love and everything. Yeah. Bro, it was cool. The ESPYs that were on, you know, this last week and all that. And they had a little video did you see the Albert Pujols video they put together for everything that he's done and been doing and all that?
I did.
Bro, that was like Yes, man, that is Albert Pujols right there, but to a T. I mean, everybody loves him. He does what he loves, and that's giving back to his home country and everything. Like, and his little foundation that they were talking about, bro. That thing's awesome. I didn't realize he's been doing it for so long. But yeah, no, Albert Pujols, bro, 3,000 games. Could you imagine that? Like, I think we played I thought we played a lot of games. It was probably like 500 games, with travel ball and everything combined. We probably and his whole career, bro, 3,000, and that's just the MLB. Think about everything. He's probably played like 6,000 games.
I mean, you need 10,000 hours to be great at something.
There it is, right there.
I mean, each game, dude. Jeez Louise.
No, man. I mean, freaking hats off to him. I mean, that's crazy to think about. I mean, the milestones, achievements, everything that he's done. This last ride, I think, if, like you said, if they get that Juan Soto, they make that last run, they win a World Series, Albert Pujols goes out on an amazing note right there, man. That would be pretty dang cool,
And that's why I said it at the beginning of the year. I said, if this shit is fixed in any type of way, the Cardinals are the storybook ending for the 2022 World Series.
They're going to have to get around the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Astros.
But this is if it's fixed. They will. 100%. If it's fixed, they will. Because, bro, like you said, Albert Pujols, Yadier Molina, like those guys, they're done after the season. Adam Wainwright, they're done after the season. Or no, Yadi said one more year.
He might have. Maybe. It depends on how it goes. Maybe. If they win the World Series, he might.
He's done.
Yeah,
right.
Probably,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then Nolan Arenado, bro, he's having a great year.
I don't know, man. The guys in blue, bro.
The guys in blue are hot.
They're on pace to have another 100 plus win season. Then you got the Yankees, who are also on pace to have another 100+ win season. I know at the end of the day, the wins, all that don't matter when it comes to playoffs, right. And everything's said and done. But I don't know, bro. Those two teams alone, those are going to be hard teams to beat. I mean, and as tough as it is to say, those Dodgers, man. I mean, they're going to be tough guys, and the Yankees, the Astros.
In my opinion, though, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
good. When a team like the Yankees and the Dodgers, they got to live up to the hype. We know as outsiders that all those players see what is said about them on social media. I mean, they say it all the time. They're like, oh, and they said I couldn't face lefties or something like that. And it's like, okay, so you guys all pay attention to it, right? When you have to live up to a hype, though, it puts more pressure on you. When you're a team that's just consistent throughout the year and, you take a loss off the chin, but, you get back up and you still try to go and win. You wake up and win. Those are the teams that I see sneaking up at the end of the year, in the playoffs. Because, I mean, they have the camaraderie of the team. Because, they've been through a lot, but the teams like, your boys in blue, they're going to get to the playoffs and have fucking the most wins ever in Major League Baseball ever. They're going to have like 110, 112 wins, and they're going to have to live up to the hype.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, the only team you could really say that, the Yankees, they're the only ones that really, like, recently have been, like, falling off after being like, probably the best team, then what the heck happened, right? Dodgers, they've in a sense proved themselves, right? And still now, like, they're, at the end of the day, bro, LA, like, they're having to prove themselves every single day, every time they step on the field, every time they step anywhere in LA, And I think what they're doing already right now, I don't see pressure being their issue. Maybe it might become individualized. Like one guy might try to do too much, and then that's what might, lose them or whatever. But right now, dude, if the Yankees stay on this route and don't be the continuous, past Yankees and fall off in playoffs, which I don't see, because if you got someone like Judge, bro, and that's what he said, he truly, seeing the way type of guy he is, he doesn't really care about this milestone. Yes, he's going for it, but he wants to win. He's tired of just being, the Yankees that are just the Yankees. He wants to be the World Series Yankees again, So I think they're going out on a different note this year too. I think they got a different chip on their shoulder, so I don't see them falling off. I think that the pressure they're going to be, bro, Aaron Judge, he's hitting 37 home runs with ease. Think about the pressure that's on him, but obviously there's not if he's doing it with ease, Like technically that's a lot of pressure, bro. Like you're the man. Everybody's watching you. All this, every phone comes out when he comes up to bat. Think about all that pressure. Could you hit with every phone up, and he's able to do that. Right. And so I think that there's a time and place, but at the same time, bro, right. Like those two teams are clicking. And then, yes, but it comes down to baseball. It's anybody's game. And that's the beautiful thing about it, man. I think we've said that 100 times. And yeah, if it's a storybook fixed ending, however you want to say it, yeah, the Cardinals for sure, no doubt, are going to make that chance. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I 100% see it happening, making that chance, But then you got to put in like, bro, these teams are good, man. Like they're saying, and I'm not saying, they're saying that this potentially is one of the best. And I mean, yeah, it's crazy that you got Max Muncy, who's not even batting 200, and Bellinger, but they're saying that this might be the overall best team that the Dodgers have ever seen. Look at the pitching staff numbers, like number wise, they're saying it. Like it's unbelievable. I mean, the hitting, their 6 guys are hitting over 315, 310. It's like they're getting it done, So they're a scary team, and it's sad. It's sad to talk about because I love the Giants, but man,
you love good baseball.
I do love good baseball. I do love genuine good baseball. I just like seeing guys get after it, And the Dodgers give it to us,
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's a good point, though. That is a really good point.
On the other side of LA, you got the Angels. Obviously, again, Mike Trout's not going nowhere. He's on his no trade clause, but Shohei, where is he going to end up? That's the second biggest story, bro. I mean, you got an absolute dude. The Angels don't want to lose him, but it's kind of like at that you have to look at the case that you're in. You've had Mike Trout for this long, and they've still yet to win. And then you add this guy, and you guys are still yet to win.
It's that organization.
It's right. It's light shining, and obviously Shohei is going to be gone. I feel, but it's like I think the Dodgers, right there, because him adjusting to everything, LA lifestyle, America, all that, like that had to have been crazy, bro.
Right.
Like think about all the limelight he had on him, and now to get trade, he's going to be like, he's really going to look at his options, like, okay, what do I have that is going to make me comfortable here? What is going to make it easy for me? What is it going to blah blah blah? New York, a lot of teams are seeing the Mets or the Yankees, but like, is New York the best place for him? I mean, that place is crowded. The place is slammed. Does he like? Obviously, LA is too. But like different. That's a whole different living. That's a whole new way he's gonna have to adjust. Is he gonna like it? Who knows? Yeah. I'm firm on him staying in SoCal. So
yeah,
it would be San Diego or it would be the Dodgers.
It depends on whether he likes change or not. Like
True.
I mean, if he wants a full, he wants the full experience of coming over here to the United States to play Major League Baseball, then he could go to another team. Maybe not like New York. I understand your point. New York's fast, it's crowded. But maybe like a city. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe like somewhere in Florida, the Rays or the Marlins. Marlins would never, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
somewhere not as fast paced, but maybe a new environment.
True. Yeah. No,
but I could understand what you're seeing though about staying in LA.
Because I mean, like think about it. Like everything's all speculation because like. We're not even hearing from really Shohei, his real raw emotion because everything's from his, trans. I'm not saying he's giving false information. I'm just saying like he's out here saying the wrong shit. No, but like I'm just saying like, like he's not really saying like, hey, this is what's up, to everything that's going on. Yes, we are seeing what is going down and all that. And I think he wants to play, yes, but he wants to win. And that's the biggest thing. And so where is he going to win? I mean, there's a lot of teams that have a chance to put him on a winning team, and so that's what I'm saying. It goes back to 10 minutes ago. Juan Soto, Shohei Ohtani, one of those 6-7 teams that are on the run are gonna have him, and this next week and a half, and that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be cool.
But the thing is, how crazy it could be is like Juan Soto could go, and obviously I don't want this to happen, but he could go there and then just fall off. Like what if like the Nationals could have been his place, and like it's just crazy how. Baseball, bro.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be interesting. Week and a half from now, we'll see some switch ups. We've already seen some trades and all that going on. But should we talk about Aaron Judge a little bit? Extends his home run lead. He
just puts on a show every day.
Yeah.
I mean, every day. He's so strong, dude. Did you see that ball he hit the other day? That was just absolutely scorched. I forget the miles per hour off it, but
every ball he hits is like 105 plus.
Dude, I mean,
every single ball, bro.
Someone's got to have gotten drilled by one over for a home run or something, bro. I mean, those balls are like 20, 15 feet or something like that, off the ground. I mean, scorched into the stands.
No, I know. Yeah, he's definitely a different animal, man. And Giancarlo too. I mean, bro, they're both just animals. The All-Star game home run that Giancarlo's hit. Did you see the freaking like that's not supposed to happen. Like every time you hit a ball, usually you see the bat is what bends, bro. That was not supposed. That was absurd, And Judge. He could do that same exact thing, and he does do that same exact thing. Bro, like I was saying, he's on pace to beat the Yankees all-time home run record, 61, bro. Like, if he does that, that's absurd, like, that's crazy to put up 60-plus home runs in a year. Like, bro, like that's crazy.
That is
Holy moly. Think about that. That's like 24,000, probably like 240,000 feet of home runs. Like what,
Jeez,
60 times however average he's hitting, whatever,
It's probably on average at least 400. At least, bro.
It's crazy, average home run for sure. He's probably averaging 400-foot home runs. Yeah, for sure. Ease. Cause dude, he just hit one the other day, like 465, right. Bro. Like it's unbelievable what he does, and I'm glad he it seems like he definitely simplified his swing because last year, like, there was not holes at all, but like he just chased a little bit more, like he was like trying to muscle, and then I think he realized he doesn't have to do that,
He's pretty short to the baseball now.
Yeah, it's everything's just boom right there.
He reminds me of like when Miguel Cabrera was, his triple crown when he was just so effortless, bro. He was just short and just boom, hitting everything. Oppo pulling the baseball. Aaron Judge is the same way right now.
Yeah, he is very short right now. Yeah, I was surprised, like. Just it wasn't that major of a difference, but just seeing, how much impact, like how much difference it made of him just being so much shorter and just like less trying so hard. Cause you could see a little bit, he was pressuring a little more. Now he's just like, it was like someone just said, dude, you're big ass dude. You don't need to try hard, bro. Just swing the bat.
Just go be great.
Yeah.
Just go
and
do
it was
you.
just like, and that's simply what it is. And sometimes that's all it is. The simplest things can be the biggest fix. The 100%. Top 5 home run leaders. I mean, bro, he's blowing them out. You got Aaron Judge, number one at 37. Kyle Schwarber with 30. And Kyle Schwarber, he's tearing it up, but 30, like 7 home runs difference.
That's a big difference.
That's a pretty big difference in only this short of amount of time, like that's what I'm trying to put in facts. Austin Riley, 28, Yordan Alvarez, 28, and then Pete Alonso with 25, some big swingers right there. And Aaron Judge is just flying by him, bro.
I can imagine 37 bombs, bro. Like you ran the bases like that 37 times and we're only halfway through the season.
Yeah, like literally, that is crazy. So the big question that we end out on that one, will Judge hit 60? Will he end the season with 60 bombs? The regular season with 60 bombs?
We got to find a bet because I'm slamming that. Absolutely.
I'm sure they got that right now.
Absolutely.
Because it's been a big talk too with everything, because stat wise, he's on pace,
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's his numbers at the end are going to be nuts, But hats off to him. I mean, shoot, that's crazy. Let's see if in August he can hit 40 home runs because then he'll become the first player since Barry Bonds and Luis Gonzalez did in 2001 to 40 home runs before August.
I think if he does that, he for sure gets to 60. For sure gets to 60.
Yeah, because 40 home runs in August, then it gives you another, I don't know, dude. That's 20 home runs in less than.
But like how many? He's at what? 37? You said
37.
So yeah, he just needs three more bombs
before August.
Yeah,
and then a month to hit 20. That's a lot, dude. Yeah, that's tearing the cover off the baseball.
He'll have a couple 2-run or 2-homer games or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll never forget, side topic, but I'll never forget when Josh Hamilton put 4 over the wall against the Orioles, dude. I love that.
I couldn't imagine being at that game, seeing that. Like that's absurd, Holy cow.
Yeah, that is absurd, bro. Absolutely.
Let's wrap it up a little bit though. Okay. MLB Hall of Fame ceremony was Sunday. There was 7 or 8 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys inducted into the Hall of Fame. And list them off: Gil Hodges, Jim Catt, Bud Fowler, Minnie Minosa, Tony Oliva, Buck O'Neil, and good old Big Papi, David Ortiz.
Yeah, that's pretty cool,
bro. David Ortiz. Cool. Growing up, obviously, he's an Albert Pujols to us. We got to see him in his prime, getting after it. Doing his thing. All finished out his career. I mean, Big Papi. Everybody loves Big Papi, bro. You see him on MLB Network. You see him on, the Tonight Show. You see him everywhere, bro. Right. Like he's always, like you see his face. He's David Ortiz. So obviously, congrats to everyone. But that's so cool to see David Ortiz. Has finally inducted to the Hall of Fame. Everything he done, bro. I mean, his stats, everything, absolutely insane, bro. Like almost 500 home runs in under 2,000 games. Like that's pretty damn good if you put that in perspective. Like that is nuts. He's won 7 Silver Sluggers, received MVP on 8 different occasions, and won 3 World Series titles, including the Break the Curse of the Bambino in 2004. And I remember that, like reading up on all that. I think we were like 3 or 4, but like finally, like reading up and what that like impact was, like, in a sense, because like that's their die hard, like baseball, like it's like religion, like
right.
And so it's like that curse, bro, like once he broke it, it was like so full. It was like the elephant off the chest, so he's like a freaking legend there. And just David Ortiz, bro, there's so much to say about him that like us talking about him,
I think we can thank David Ortiz for the Red Sox and Yankee rivalry, because like, we don't see it as much anymore, between teams. But I mean, back in the day, bro, David Ortiz was one of the most electric dudes on the field, bro. Remember when he would like just absolutely hammer a home run, and then like his pimp job, he would just be standing there and the entire Fenway Park would be going crazy, and they're playing the Yankees, and next pitch is getting thrown at the next batter. Like, dude, like he sparked that fire, bro, between those two teams. And I mean, it was incredible to watch, because now we don't get that anymore. I mean, you got a few rivalries in the game, but man, it was just awesome to see him do what he does best, hit bombs.
Yeah, no doubt. And he will become the first designated hitter to be selected into the Hall of Fame. Like,
wow,
as a designated hitter, only guy to. I mean, bro, like
that's pretty epic.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he literally proved himself. Like, he's best hitter right there. I'm a Hall of Famer to hit. Like just to hit bombs. Like, that's how I made it. Yeah. Like, so that proves it right there. Just let alone. I mean, shoot. Yeah, David Ortiz, man.
Shout out to him. I hope we ever. I just want to shake his hand. But he has a massive hand.
Yeah. He
Dude,
probably does.
He's been around he's been around, bro. He got shot. Remember that a couple years back? That's crazy.
No, I know. That is crazy for sure. Yeah, no, I'm good though.
All right, man. You got anything else to say?
No, just make sure you guys drop a like. Make sure you guys comment your thoughts. What you guys want to hear us talk about next episode. Apple Podcast, guys, if you guys are listening, what's up? We love you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah. All right, guys. He pretty much said it all. Make sure you guys press that subscribe button, and to help us out even more than that, make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you're watching it on YouTube. But we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a good day. Peace.